Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to your Video Game Awards betting special. My name is Nick Evans, and as always, I'm joined by the brother Evans, Connor Evans, by the second tallest man I know, Jake Brasnelli, by the Sir Chase Enger, and by the tallest man I know, Shane McNabb. Boys, you guys ready to get some bets? You guys ready to go and put up some con bucks? You guys ready to have a great time? Connor, how are you feeling going into this?
I just love gambling. I just love gambling.
Dude.
This is not gambling advice.
Oh,
Move on to the next person.
as always, we do have to shout out these allies. The betting specials are very akin to what they do. Go check out what they do. They're really awesome. All right, now that we get into it, this is the Game Awards. I wanted to break down just a little bit of history, a little bit of Jeff Keighley-isms, really prep our expectations. So when we are disappointed for no bets hitting once again for another press conference
I was gonna say.
betting showcase, then we can sort of laugh it off a little bit more. Normally he's partnered with Sony a little bit. He's partnered with Nintendo a lot. He's partnered with Xbox a good bit. So we got bets all up the wazoo. We got, of course, a Kojima bet in there. But overall, like last year, Connor, Shane McNabb, and then Chase and Jake were in the folds. They were in the reserves watching the Game Awards with us. It was Connor, from your memory, we gave it a 6 or a 7 out of 10.
It was a solid show to start, and then it kind of fizzled out towards the end. And
Which
then
that's the Jeff show. That's the Jeff
decently
show.
strong. Yeah.
That's a Jeff show. For what we get. And so yeah, do I think that all these bets will hit? Hell fucking no. Do I think 2 of these bets will hit? I actually do. I would, if I'll get in on the ones that I'm like, yeah, this is gonna hit when the time arises. But the rules state you have 5,000 con bucks. A payout if it is 1-to-1. You put in 100, you get your 100 back, and then you get 100 on top. So if it's 1-to-3, you get your 100 that you bet, you get 300 on top. It's a $400 bet. That's how the betting system works. I am the bank, as always. Con is the casual gaming host when we do that show, which we haven't done. What's the last time we did the casual game? It's been so long, but we know when the next one will be. We know which one will come back around, which is our game of the year. But that's all hearsay. We do want to let you know we will be reacting to the Game Awards this upcoming December 8th. We will be suited.
Not next December 8th. This one. Just in case there was any confusion.
There should not be confusion. But also, I'm a little bit under the weather, so sorry if I cough throughout this betting special. But it's a betting special. I had to be here for it. We got the crew on. We're going to have a great time. And any other clarifications before we hop into it?
No, I think we're all right.
All right, let's get
into it. Betting increments.
Oh, yes, you have to bet at least 50 con bucks. You have to bet on at least 3 wagers. There is no parlay system at the end of this, and these are some of the most straightforward bets we've ever had. This is a lot of, is it there? Is it not? Is it like, before we've had celebrity guest bets, we've had some good laughs, but right now it is very much go ahead. Let's see if this game's going to be here. Let's see if this gaming franchise is going to show up. And I think we're going to have a good little conversation. So let's hop into the first bet. What you got, Prezi?
I was just going to say I'm going to bet 4,900 on one bet and then 50 on 2 others.
Oh, so yes. Minimum bet is $50. You have to be in less 3 bets. So sure, you can go right ahead. All right. First bet. Kojima's new game is announced. It is not Death Stranding 2. There's a lot of rumors about this overdose game. There's a lot of leaked footage. Kojima's doing some weird shit on Twitter. This is a 1-to-1 bet payout. Not Death Stranding 2 though. If this overdose game ends up being Death Stranding 2, then you don't get your money. But this is one of the most straightforward bets. I before this went and rewatched the entire Game Awards last night. I want to repeat that one more time. The entire Game Awards from last year. And when doing that, Hideo Kojima was on a video and he said, I will be there next year. He's like, I'm sorry I couldn't be there. I will be there next year. So I'm feeling pretty good that this bet might hit. But for the boys, let's see what they got. You everybody good? All bets are set. Everyone's ready to roll. 3, 2, 1. Put them over your face. And let's rock and roll. We got 700 from Brassinelli. 1,300 from Con. 500.
No, that's 300. 300 from
sorry.
Number 1, 300.
Yep, 300. And then Chase, we got 500. And then Shane in for 500 smackaroos. Everybody's getting in on this one. Jake, you're the big better. What do we got? What are we thinking with this one?
I don't have a lot of faith in your bets after precisely none of them hitting in 3 specials, I think, maybe 2 specials.
2 specials. This is
So,
our third.
well, yeah, so 3 specials, no hits. So I feel like this one's probably the most likely, just because we haven't seen a lot from him in like the last even like 3 or 4 years.
Yeah.
He's just kind of been silent, teasing, talking to people, just like showing up randomly, and then it's like, oh, are we gonna get it? And then he's like, all right, guys.
He's like, I have a podcast now. We're like, what the fuck? Just like random shit like that.
Guys, I have something
yeah, I remember
really
that.
big to announce.
Yeah.
Merch! Buy merch in my Shopify shop.
Yeah, he's out there. He's on the streets. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you boys. This is the bet I would have put to half my money on. I feel more confident in this bet than any other bet, and obviously it's a 1-1 payout. So I think I think it's gonna hit. The amount of weird shit that is on this man's Twitter right now is terrifying.
The Elle Fanning stuff.
Yeah, the Elle Fanning. The who, what,
that's
where,
Death Stranding. That's Death Stranding for sure. Take it to the bank.
All right.
Elle Fanning is Norman Reedus' daughter, and the other girl is another side character. That is what it is.
Okay.
Take it to the fucking bank.
That's why it's not just.
I hope we see Overdose. I hope we see it, but I think
what if he's like, guys, Death Stranding 2, and then we're all like, oh, and he's like, also, I'm doing like this other thing. Does that count?
If he's doing something else,
yes.
It counts. Yeah, if he announced 100%.
Cool.
But, like,
that's what I'm banking on.
Yeah,
I'm banking on him just coming out and being like, I know you haven't seen me in a while. Here's 5 things.
Yeah, no, that would be.
I mean, technically, the Overdose thing, if it is the Xbox thing, is already announced. We're just saying it's going to get shown. Like,
yeah,
it's
no,
going to get properly shown. You know what I mean?
Yes, we're talking about getting something that is brand spanking new, never before seen. Hideo Kojima news. It shows up. It's exciting. Connor, you're the lowest though on this, but you're putting something. You're sprinkling. What's up with the
Yeah, because there's a chance that it's Overdose, and like I also think that I could get more bang for my buck later on.
Okay.
So yeah, that's kind of.
Let's hop into the next bet. We'll talk to Shane and Chasen probably on this next one. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see where we go. All right, this is a fun one. There's a new category this year that is discussing gaming as like beyond just the medium of gaming, which is there's nominations. Arcane is one of those nominations. We see a trailer for The Last of Us show, or Arcane The Last of Us show is going to be coming out 1 month and 7 days after the Game Award premieres, and then Arcane, we have no news. We just know it's not this year, obviously. 1-1 odds. So this is pretty straight odds. This is pretty fair odds, in my opinion. This is one of the better bets of the night. Me and Jake have been talking about The Last of Us showing up most likely during this for about 2 months. So like, we'll see if we're gonna put some money where our mouth is. Everybody, get your bets down. Get them down. Get them down. I thought about throwing some other things in there, like the Fallout show, but this is a tight bet. This is how this bet becomes profitable for the bank, because we could see something like Cyberpunk Edge Runner Season 2 gets announced. We could see something like that
happening.
But or we could see Halo Season 2 trailer. There's no one wants that.
Yeah,
but
Christ.
But in this one, the other Spartans are gay too.
That is happening. The Halo Season 2 is happening.
Yeah.
But Edge Runners is not, unfortunately. So, which, if you watch the show,
you would know why.
Yeah.
A lot of people enjoy that show a lot. That's
great show. No, it's a fantastic show, but like it does not need a sequel.
All I'm saying is there's a Squid Game Season 2. So
that's true. All right, you guys ready to get them up? 3, 2, 1. We start out with Jake with a solid 800 smackaroos. 200? Is that 200 for Connie?
2.00. This is the second bet. This is how it's going to go for the whole thing. The number next to it.
Oh, .0. So it's just 0. Why were you putting anything up then? Just put nothing up. All right, and then 500 for the Jabroni boys.
I guarantee you, if you put nothing up, you'd be like, Connor, what's your bet?
Yes.
All right, let's throw it over to Jake Frassinelli. 800 smackaroos. You're the big better. What are we thinking with this one?
I don't think any of your bets are gonna hit, and these two seem likely. And so, since I have to bet on 3, I'm gonna bet on 2 that like might happen, so I can maybe win money for the first time in the history of Nevin's Island gaming bets. And then I'm gonna throw down the rest of my money on 2 things that I just like think it would be cool if it happened.
Here's the thing with the Nevins Island game bets. The Gamescom bets, we were close on a couple. We were so
Nick,
close.
close only
Sonic
counts in
Frontiers.
horse grenades.
I know,
Nobody-
but there was Sonic Frontiers. We knew it was gonna be shown, so we threw a Knuckles bet out there. We knew Hogwarts Legacy was shown, then we threw out a Nimbus 2000 bet. Neither of those hit, but I'm trying my best to help you guys. I'm just taking all these con bucks for myself. That's why I'm able to dish them back out so readily. You guys are just getting a
Can I
fucking
just
bet.
keep some? And
The
just-
economy is terrible. It's in shambles.
Yeah.
It's-
Can I
You
buy
could-
gas with con bucks?
What's the ratio of con bucks to Stanley nickels?
All right. Let's go to Shay McNabb. 500 for your second bet. What are you thinking with this one? Last of Us, Arcane.
I feel like Last of Us, that shit is coming out, man. It's coming out. I feel like it's there's no way we don't get some sort of little teaser trailer or something out of the Game Awards because it's video gaming. And then Arcane, I don't think it's gonna happen, but it's tagged onto the bet, so I bet that's it.
I think, yeah, this was one of those that, like, I think the Last of Us show might have been a little too little for a one-to-one bet. I want to throw a little bit of something else on there, make it a little bit more enticing, get the bettors, get their wallets out, have a good time. Chase
Sounds
Edgar, let's hear from you for the first time at this show. 500 on the first couple bets. Are you just gonna go 500 down the board? Just sprinkle on all of them, or are you waiting for a certain bet? Or are you just tantalizing and sprinkling on some of the cheaper ones like Jake and Shane here? Is he muted? I cannot hear him.
No, I hear him.
You have muted him.
You have him muted.
I have. Why do I have him muted? I
Yeah,
don't
no,
see it.
Connor
Me
did
too.
too.
Happened to me too.
Wait.
I don't
Why is he still muted? I don't know how to unmute him. What?
Right click on his name on the left side.
Right
Bro.
click on his name. What?
On the
Yeah,
left
Jake.
side.
Ah!
Go help him, bro.
Jake Frasnelli coming to rescue me. Right click on his name. Unmute. I told you. I nailed it first try.
Yeah,
There we go. There we go. Okay.
You're saying it like I said some alien shit to you, and you're like,
Nick has
Connor,
been
very
doing this streamer
straightforward.
shit for like a year.
This
2
is
years,
that you
3
guys.
years.
I walked in and he's
No.
like,
No,
"Look,
no.
I'm listening." Right click on his name, and then he just sees the fucking thing, and he's like, "And then click on mute." Easy.
Guys, we all make mistakes. Production's hard. Chase Edgar, what are we thinking?
Yeah, no, I'm just sprinkling a few here and there. I mean, I think that The Last of Us will probably happen if they're branching out and trying to, involve a lot more of these things. I mean, they gotta bring something, right?
Yeah, I mean, Neil Druckmann loves showing shit at the Game Awards. That is, and they've already shown something at Summer Game Fest, but that's where I think it's a little bit less likely because they've showed The Last of Us Part 1 at Game Fest. Connor, that got a reaction.
Last of Us 1 shown revealed at the
At the
first
Game
Game
Awards.
Awards.
At the Game
Yeah.
Awards. Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta think about
They,
that. I bet 0 here. I just think it's too soon, and I do want to clarify this. Are we saying a new trailer?
yes.
Like,
yes. They can't
Never
just,
before seen footage. Okay, that's important to me because I think there's a chance they show an already shown trailer, to promote it or whatever.
Yeah,
but they're
during
not going
the
to show
commercial
anything
section
new.
that is
Yes.
just running through.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that. I don't mind that. All right.
And Arcane's not happening. That's too soon. That show took forever to come out. Worth the wait.
I
but
think we might.
that
get
that, that takes a lot of
tease.
love to make a show like that. And
I don't know,
and
bro.
it's too soon.
I could see them just being like, throwing a fucking picture of Echo and being like, 2026, baby.
All right, bet number 3. New
Sure.
hardware is revealed. This one it's a classic one, and it's the same rules as always with new hardware being revealed. I'm not talking about a decal on a console or a controller. I'm not talking about even the God of War controller that we got in that state of play. I'm talking about something that is brand new hardware. I'm talking about the DualSense Edge controller. I'm talking about if they did a design labs for it, I would count that for PlayStation. I would allow that because that's just like an overhaul to a new hardware piece.
Right.
And then obviously, if Xbox does a streaming stick, this is obviously 1 to 3 odds. I'm not making it easy on you guys. I'm not making it light, but I'm 1 to 3 odds. We're talking. There's some money
Do you
being
have
put
an
on the
odds
table.
on how long it takes Nick to explain every bet, no matter how similar or simple?
Yeah, it always takes a minute. Well,
Over under 2.5 minutes.
Jake Fasinelli, all I'm saying, if your comic books aren't down by the time I explained it, I'm not the one who did something wrong. I'm trying to go and allow you guys to write down. All right, 5, 4, 3, put them up. Just put them up. Just put them up. I got 0, 0.
Who gives a shit
0.
about
Wait,
this,
what we got?
honestly?
Is that just 0 for Chase? Chase, pull
Yeah.
back just a little bit. Oh, 3 zeros. Oh, fuck my life. All right.
Nobody cares. Skip this one.
Skip it.
What? We
It's not
We
happening.
have 2 new consoles. We have plenty of new controllers.
PSVR 2 has already been revealed.
Yeah,
it's
like
like shown. Like
Hardware is not where the money is in gaming. I don't think anyone's gonna spend fucking however much money you have to spend to get in the Game Awards to talk about their new fucking controller.
I mean,
Oh,
the
yeah.
Xbox Series X was shown.
was announced there. Announced
okay,
there.
That's
cool.
but that's a once
Dude,
in a
that's
5-year
crazy.
thing.
The next
Yeah.
generation of consoles was announced. That's totally on
Right.
the same level
Okay.
of a new DualShock controller.
No,
Fucking-
that's what I'm saying. I'm saying that he's saying that it has to be on the level of a Series X, like or
Mm.
something like that, or like a
But it's
like a
possible.
streaming device,
A
for
streaming stick
Xbox
for
Game Pass. That's honestly the only thing it could be. That's the only thing that would like even pique anybody's interest
Yeah.
for this kind of showcase or whatever. But that's not going to happen. So
One day it will. One day they
Right.
will fucking do
Oh
it.
yeah,
and it
when
will-
the next generation of consoles is coming out.
I-
Yeah.
I
and then I'll
also-
put money on it.
I also am just saying, if this bet hits, I am going to clip this. I'm going to shove it down your fucking throats, and I will never let any of you guys hear the end of it. You're good. Make fun of me all you want, but if it fucking hits,
I will
if it
continue
fucking
to.
hits, I'm going
All
to.
right, and then next on the
brutalize you.
line we
Yes.
have
next one.
Next one, we're gonna scroll it down just a little bit. New Final Fantasy trailer, and I'm gonna expound on this a little bit. So this is what you would expect when you get something like this. We're talking Final Fantasy 14 and like a brand new expansion, Final Fantasy 14
Don't,
Online.
just do the bet because at this point you're given too much information.
Okay,
of
fine.
The
But,
potential of what could be there.
okay, fuck my life. All right, let's fucking do this. I'm trying to give you guys some time to write some shit down. Okay, Connor. Okay.
We already have everything written down.
Yeah,
Alright.
I'm ready
You
to
guys
go.
ready? All right, 3,
Yeah.
2, 1, put them up. Big
Ooh.
Braz with a cool 600. We got 700 from Khan. We got 1,000 big boys from Mr. Anger, and then a goose egg for
Oh.
Shane McNabb. Let's go with Shane
Goose
to
egg.
start this one out. Shane, what we got with the goose? 0.
I'm spending my money on other bets.
Okay, that's a fair thing. That's a fair way to go play this game. If you think other shit's gonna hit, higher odds, make your money somewhere else. It makes sense. Chase Anger with a whale of a bet, 1,000 big ones. Where are we going? Why? What do we feel with the FF?
I just got the gut feeling, man. Just got the gut feeling.
I love it.
Good
Connor,
gambler.
Connor, we were talking before the show about a little Final Fantasy 9. 700 comic bucks. Where does your mind go with this?
There's a lot in the canon here.
That's
We
what I
get a
think.
new Final Fantasy Crisis Core trailer. We get a new Final Fantasy VII reunion, or what is it?
It is so
the new remake.
It is. Oh my gosh.
Reunion is Crisis Core.
Rebirth.
Rebirth.
Jeez, it took me a second.
We have Final Fantasy 14. We have Final Fantasy 16.
Mhm.
We also have in that NVIDIA leak a Final Fantasy 9 remake. And everything that NVIDIA leak so far has
That's-
been revealed.
Yeah.
There's a chance it could be here. I would die. I would die if that was shown. So that's what I'm putting some money on it. Hope that happens. I hope it's Final Fantasy 9, but we will see. There's too much at stake here that it could be.
I know it
So.
won't be FF7 remake part 2.
It's
But-
been 6 months and it's
But
coming
it's
out.
coming out in a
next
year.
year.
It's coming out in,
Yeah.
or a year plus
Yeah.
next
Show something.
winter.
They've
So,
showed Final Fantasy 16 like every 6 months since it's been revealed. So
True.
there you go.
All right, fair enough. I'm happy that you guys are tantalized by this bet a little bit. Let's move on to the next one. Halfway through the special, you know, it's been a loaded special. We've had technical difficulties. We had me arriving very late. But if there is a game that has captured the fucking hearts of the Game Awards more, let me know,
It's
because
God of War.
I don't think that there has been a game that is more up Jeff Keighley's ass than Elden Ring.
Then
Elden
God of
Ring
War.
DLC is shown.
I agree. God of War is definitely the one that's captured the heart of the Game Awards the most.
Minecraft.
It's definitely Elden Ring. All right, and so let's
yeah,
let's-
that's why God of War has like 3 more noms.
No, I'm saying with just the announcements and Summer Game Fest and the trailers that is shown, that's been Jeff's property. He gets all the FromSoft Elden Ring content, and so Elden Ring DLC is shown. Let's put up Big Brazinelli. Put them up.
We're going up.
Yep.
Put them up.
500. Oh, we got 700, 500, and then Shane McNabb. What's up, my friend? Half your con bucks on this one bet.
500.
I love it.
Ball.
This DLC is coming out, and it's coming out next year. And last Game Awards, what did they have? They had the little pot friend
Yep.
wheel out in the fucking Game Awards stage.
With a 4-minute
of
trailer.
Course,
4 minutes
of
of trailer.
course, they're totally gonna announce it at the Game Awards if it's like in a releasable state. They said it was gonna
Right.
be Q1, Q2, 2023.
Also,
I don't know anymore, but we shall see.
another big
If
bet.
it's ready to go, it's gonna get shown.
Yeah, if it's ready
I
to
think
go,
he's right.
which is Q1, Q2, 2023, which
I
is what they
agree.
said.
I just don't know if it's
It'll get
ready to
shown.
go. Because FromSoft is.
I'm ready to push all my chips in. I'm ready to go.
I was gonna say
Right.
FromSoft at this point is not notorious, but this is true for like a lot of game studios nowadays. But you know, like the whole overpromise and underdeliver, not from like a content standpoint or from like a quality standpoint, but just from a like this is gonna come out holiday season 2022, and everyone's like, let's go pre-order, let's go, and then they're like, it's actually gonna come out in February. Sorry about that, but we want to release a good game, and everyone's like, yeah, good for you guys, and then sometimes the game sucks, and then everyone's like.
I have a couple questions for one Connor Evans. But first, by the way, I said at the start, there's two bets that I would have gone all in on. The first one being Kojima's new games announced. Overdose is my opinion. This is the other one. I totally agree with Shane McNabb. I think that this is the one to go all in on. Connor Evans, 700 con bucks. Two questions here. One, this is tied with your biggest bet of the night thus far, but you've held back a little bit. We're not in that grand amount. We're not in 2Gs. Why are you not on the same level as Shane?
You got to spread it out a little bit. You got to spread out the cash, and I am in on a later bet, like a lot. But the reason I'm not as in on this is that I do think if it is ready, it'll be shown. I don't think it's ready, and the reason for that is that they just made so much fucking money on this shit. They made so much money that they probably, and the expectations are so high that they're probably like, if we're gonna like add to this, we just got the bag for it, and we need to add in a meaningful way and make it really special, that they're probably like, let's make something pretty fucking big to double dip on that popularity. And I think that if they're going to do that, it's going to take a little bit longer than people are really expecting. So we'll see.
Fair enough. I think that this is going to be shown. But my other question, and this will go to, I'm going to just send it your way because I know you definitely will be on the cast for the Game Awards. If this is the big announcement of the night, are you satisfied? If this is the big thing, that Elden Ring DLC is coming out, are you satisfied? Because last year,
somebody who didn't go ahead.
Last year, I would say the biggest thing was Hellblade 2's gameplay that kicked off the show. That we got 6 minutes from a first-party title, Ninja Theory just blowing it out. Like that was probably the biggest thing. And I think Elden Ring DLC is bigger than that. But I'm curious to see where you're at.
I think it's bigger than that just because it's a proven property at this point. I know Hellblade is like popular, but they're clearly trying to take like the next step for that franchise. But Elden Ring has already taken that next step. You know what I mean? Like, and people are stoked and want more of that. So I think that's a pretty big investment. Yeah, right.
Awesome, cool. Shane, hop in.
Just last thing about Elden Ring. I think people are forgetting that when this game was out and when it was coming out, a lot of very serious critics were like, this is the best game of all time.
Yeah.
And I feel like Connor's totally right about that double dip in popularity thing. So that's definitely something that I haven't considered.
And if they win this shit, dude, which I think they will, I think they're gonna win. I think they're gonna clean up this year and win Game of the Year. Then you just or just ride that into your DLC and be like, we're clearly fucking hot shit. Like, let's sell some more goodies to make more money. So.
I would. Connor and I will end up doing nominations one of these days, but we are both very firm in the fact that Elden Ring's gonna win Game of the Year. I'm pretty sure, and with that,
and I'm really enjoying God of War, but even as somebody who didn't finish Elden Ring, it's not even close.
Elden Ring is the greatest game of all time. Like,
I don't hate that take.
No,
that's
I
fine.
don't disagree either. It is.
It's one of the most important games of all time. I think.
Yes.
It's like Breath of the Wild. I really think it'll reverberate through the industry. Hopefully.
All right, let's hop into this next bet. And just talking about this shit gets me so excited for December 8th. Getting Sudabudu and having a good time. This is a fun one because we know it's coming out next year. Jedi Survivor gameplay. Gameplay is shown. We've already gotten a trailer from when that was popping off this past May. But Jedi Survivor, the sequel to Jedi Fallen Order, gameplay is shown. 1 to 4 odds. You're getting some fucking money if this hits, and it's also one of those like they have good relations with EA. The Wonder Woman game that was EA got announced last year. Like
I completely forgot about that.
Wonder Woman.
No way.
Yeah.
All right, is this his 6, right? This is the 6th bet.
Well, yeah, we're on number 6.
All right, cool.
6 to 10, right? Or is it 8 or
Yeah.
10? Yeah.
6 to 10.
We'll keep moving. But yeah, Jedi Survivor gameplay is shown. Let's put them up in 3, 2, 1. We got a goose egg. We got a goose egg. We got a goose egg. We got 700 from Connor. Connor, the only one in on this. Talk to me.
It's reasonably possible. Is like kind of my mentality here. Is like they showed it what like 6, 7, 8 months ago at
Yep.
this point at Star Wars Celebration, and yeah, I mean like it's one of the hot games coming out next year. Like
Yeah, it's early next year.
you got
if memory
to,
serves me right.
right, and it's been a while since Fallen Order. Like it's like the timeline all is kind of lining up perfectly for this game to be shown here. So I feel like it has a decent shot, a better shot than a Hideo Kojima game showing up.
This is okay. Kojima will be there, and there will be a game. It is.
If the question was Kojima will reveal himself, I'm putting the whole thing. but it was that wasn't the question.
Fair enough. Oh man. All right. Next one. He did it in 2020. Let's see if he'll do it now. Mass Effect is shown. This is a simple bet. We saw it at close out. This was actually an interesting thing. Last year they showed a trailer of Elden Ring. That was how the show closed out. And it wasn't really a one more thing. This was a one more thing in 2020. There was a one more thing, and it was Mass Effect, and that was a pretty big pop. We knew it was coming. Like we knew that it existed, but it still was awesome. 1 to 5 odds, pretty solid odds. Let's get them up now. Go for it. So I got 0, 1,000 from Enger. Enger, you're the only one in on this. Talk to me, brother.
Got a gut feeling.
I love
Yeah,
it
you do.
so much.
Yeah, you do.
I mean,
Got that dog. Baby,
Mass Effect just got that dog in a baby. Connor Evans.
Because it's gonna happen.
Connor Evans, this is one of your all-time favorite franchises. 1 to 5 odds. I thought you would throw at least a 50 con buck on it.
Nah, you can't. Dragon Age is coming out next year, in the next 2 years, maybe, and this game is after that. It's a very similar situation to Starfield and Elder Scrolls 6. It's like I don't even know why they fucking announced Mass Effect coming back. Mass Effect, whatever it is going to be, Mass Effect 4. But that game is far away, 5 years away,
Okay.
5 years at least.
We-
And I do respect EA being like, this is what we have. This is what we are going to come out with. Be excited for it. We're going to be upfront with you about it, and like not like hide everything. But at the same time, it's like I don't know. It's tough to just wait and wait and wait.
All
So,
right,
we'll see.
let's get into that next bet. Another 1 to 5er. Just like I'm just throwing decent odds, and this is probably like. Well, I was trying to make sure that I got some Sony in there, that I put potentially some Xbox in there, stuff like that. Having a little fun time with myself trying to make these bets. And the more I thought about it, the more I like this bet. 1 to 5 odds. Spider-Man 2 is shown. Let's put him up in 3, 2, 1. Razzanelli with 1,000. Connor with 600. 1,500 for Shane. And is that 0, Chase? Okay, 0 from Chase. Wow. This was a hell of a bet. So, Mr. McNabb, you're done. You have spent all your con bucks. So let's go to you first. You went big on 2 bets, mainly. You sprinkled some on the first couple. 2,500 on Elden Ring and a whopping 1,500 on Spider-Man. Spider-Man 2. Is this a you want it, or is it a you think it's going to happen?
It's a couple things. Number 1, it's I don't like the other 2 bets. Number 2, it's I want it to happen. And number 3, it's probably gonna happen. They're probably gonna show something.
Yeah.
I don't know if it'll be gameplay, but probably gonna show
Just needs to
something.
be shown. Just needs to be shown.
Yeah,
So,
Yeah.
I
There you
think
go.
that there's a possibility because I feel like I'm going insane. I feel like I'm in National Treasure, where we are getting another Into the Spider-Verse movie. That's coming out.
Mhm.
I swear to God, I'm the only person that knows about this because I've seen nothing about it anywhere.
It's because
Maybe I'm just not in those
It's
spheres.
because it got delayed.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, I feel like it would make sense, to kind of have like you were talking about. They have this session where they're talking about things that are in gaming that are outside of gaming. I feel like it would make obviously Spider-Man isn't really gaming, but I feel like it would make sense to be like, yeah, get hyped for this
Synergy.
movie, get hyped for our new property, Insomnia. You know us, we're great. We're gonna come out with this new game. Love the first one, like Miles Morales. I feel like it just makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, Connor, 600 you're sprinkling. What, are you in on it?
You have to be on it. Think about this for PlayStation right now. The games that are announced for PS5 that are not out yet are Spider-Man 2, Wolverine for first party.
First party.
That's it. That's it. That's crazy. We know nothing else about any other studio, and the only game that's coming out next year is Spider-Man 2. That's it. That's crazy
okay.
talk.
Here's the thing, though. If we talk shop, though, we got a little Final Fantasy 16 in there and Resident Evil 4.
They're definitely
so they
working out
have console
things.
exclusives.
Yeah.
They have console exclusives that are going to fill out the year really well for them, so they don't need to come out with first party.
First part, I mean, but it's still important to like get your studios rolling. They have 20 some studios, and 2 or 3, I guess, studios have put out major games, and now they brought in Housemarque and brought in Blue Point, but that was before they were owned by Sony. Like, the only studio that has games lined up for PlayStation 5 is Insomniac. Like, they need to show something, and I think that if they do show something, it's going to be Spider-Man 2, and I hope it happens. I hope they show something new, though. There's a Sony studio show something new, but that's what they have revealed, so I think that's going to be what it is.
I did sit down, and when I was making these bets, I did think about just Sony first party shows something and it's not Insomniac, 1 to 5 odds. And so legitimately, like, I think the odds of it being something else are as likely as Spider-Man. But Spider-Man is more pinpoint. It's a little bit more of a fun discussion to have. Jake Brazil.
You talk about like, Sony has all these first party developers and they have to release something. But I mean, look at Xbox. They don't have to release anything, but they could just sit there and pump out dog shit and get their millions for like 6 years until they eventually get closed and bought out by EA. Like,
it's damned if you do, damned if you don't. It's like with Xbox, they have a shit ton of stuff revealed, but I don't know when any of it's coming out.
Yeah,
and
to be honest,
Sony has nothing revealed, and I still don't know when any of it's coming out. So I don't even know.
It's one of those things, and me and Shane discussed this like once a week. Of just like, I got more faith in the fact that Sony's going to come through, because when they deliver, you know that the date's going to be somewhat accurate or closer than Xbox is, but also you know that the game's going to kick ass. Where Xbox, it's like the date's going to be wrong and the game's going to suck in 2 months, and that's just how it is. And so I'm excited to see what. Just discussing first party alone, only having Spider-Man next year, it is scary. It would definitely be good, and to kick off the Game Awards with something that is new and exciting. This would be, if Spider-Man 2 has something there, would be one of the biggest announcements of the Game Awards history.
It would compete with Elden Ring, just from a hype standpoint. I think Elden Ring would be more hype, but
that's Summer Game Fest. But if we're talking strictly Game Awards, this would by far be. This is Joker and Smash level. This is a big swing if it hits. So yeah. Right. All right, let's move on to the next bet. Get you
2 more. 2 more.
2 more. This I'm pretty sure has been on all 3 betting specials, and god damn it, it'll keep on being betting specials until it fucking happens.
I'll still put big money on it every single time.
BioShock reveals itself, one of the greatest gaming franchises, coming back. Let's put those comp bucks up in 3, 2, 1. 1,000 from Fraz, 2 large from Connor, and 500 from Chase. All right, with that, I believe Chase is out of money. No, he's not. Never mind. Sorry. With that, I don't know where Connor stands, and Jake.
I'm out of money.
Yeah, Connor's out of money, and then Jake, you got money left. Okay, cool. I just want to make sure I know where I'm looking. We got a lot of comp bucks from 2 motherfuckers right now. Connor, $2,000, 2 large. Are you shitting me?
Man.
It's time. Please. This game has been in development at 2K at one of their satellite studios for like 5 years. Either it like had a whole God of War situation where they just restart it and just like start from scratch, or like it's ready to fucking go. And if it is ready to go, then like let's just see it and pull up Fallout 4, reveal it, put it out in 6 months. Come on, give it to me. That would be hype as all get out.
All I'm
That's what I think
saying,
it's gonna happen.
Nick, is that if they like tease a new BioShock game and they're like BioShock coming out this June, you won't hear much of me for May and June, because May I will be replaying all of the BioShock games. June I will be playing the new BioShock game 3 times in a row. So
Fair
that's
enough.
just where I'm at right now. I'm fiending, bro. I need a BioShock game or a new Fallout game in the next 2 years, or I'm gonna lose it. Like,
Yeah, dude, it's exciting time if it comes to fruition, and I agree with Connor. It is about damn time. All right, let's get to our final bet.
in a minute, I'm gonna.
And we just got copyright claimed, mother. All right,
I'm not picking this finger.
this 1 to 8 odds, the largest odds of the night. Normally in a betting special, I've thrown a couple 1 to 8ers. This one, I wanted to keep it tighter because I've got a lot of shit about the bets not hitting and Nick taking all my con bucks, but we've got to put 1 to 8
I
odds on
definitely
there.
care so much about my con bucks and
Dude.
the fact that I don't have them
If
anymore.
here's the thing, Nevin's Island Day, we might have to do a betting special for the entire year, and that might just be wild. That we might have to roll over these con bucks from then if you guys actually hit some bets instead of me just being a benevolent host. 1 to 8 odds. I'm looking at 2 people. Let's put them up. 1,000 from Engert
Holy.
and 400 from Jake. All right, let's go with the big better, Chase.
What's the bet?
Oh, sorry. New Fable trailer is shown. New Fable trailer is shown. It's up. Like it's showing up for them.
Gotcha.
On the video, but I didn't say it. New Fable trailer is shown. The bet is up. Chase Anger 1,000. Holy shit!
Yeah.
It's just time. It's been 2 years since we've seen it.
I'll keep it real for you guys. I have probably played 0 of the games, 0 of the prequels of any of these bets, but that's gotta happen. It's a gut feel. I would be remiss if I didn't put 1,000 on the highest odds.
I love it. I love it. Just he sees big odds and his eyes light up. Jake Frasinelli 400, a cool 400 for New Fable trailer.
Chill
To be
400.
honest with you guys, if you gave me 5 pictures of the main characters of different games, I would not be able to pick out the main character of Fable.
It's you.
I saw one
You
day.
create your character.
I think so.
Still, I saw 1 to 8 odds. I'm like, you know what? I could go 1,200 on Spider-Man 2 and 1,200 on BioShock, but let's just round it out, throw 400 on the highest odds, then call it a day.
I love it. I'm all about that. And then I wanna get back to the tallest man I know, Shane McNabb. These last 2 bets, just not for you, not about it. No BioShock, no Fable.
BioShock didn't have the last one, and I know 3rd time's the charm, but it's also like fool me once, shame on me. Fool me once, fool me twice, can't get fooled again situation. You know? So also I don't really care for Fable. I played Fable 2, I think.
Yeah.
And I watched my friend play it too, and he became like a landlord as a whole thing, and then yeah, but
Where did I play that?
didn't really tickle my fancy very much as Spider-Man and Elden Ring do. Like,
Okay.
I wanted to be a
I
landlord,
need
just
I
like
need to
fucking
find these Fable fans. They don't
Yeah,
exist as far
yeah.
as I'm concerned. I
Perfect.
don't know who they are.
they're all 35.
Show them to me. Show them to me,
Fable
please.
started in 2004 or some shit.
I'd be aware.
I'm gonna just say though, if this bet hits, Chase Eggert's gonna clean me the fuck out, okay?
Right.
He's gonna clean me out. $8,000 if this hits? There's no way we see this. This is the freest $1,000 con buck bet I've ever had in my entire life. We're gonna see a Valve before we see this. We're gonna see like 10 other games before we see Fable ever show
Guys,
back up.
we're gonna see what was that fucking dumbass EA title that was basically like started with an A?
Absolver.
Anthem. We're gonna see We're gonna see Anthem 2 before we see Fable 3.
Dude, there's no way this is. Like,
Hey, listen, insider trading. That's all I'm gonna say.
Chase Anchor, that dude.
I guess-
Don't say that,
I'll
Chase, because
do it.
if somebody sees this, they'll go and they'll link it and then put it up on Games Rumors, and it'll be like grain of salt. It'll be Chase Anchor, a news source.
Listen, man, I got the end.
Chase is just like, hey Jeff. All right, I know you don't make Fable per se.
But I got 1,000 on the line. and
I need this to hit.
I need to. He's like, I got the kids, I got the mortgage.
What's the
It's all
conversion
gone.
of home mortgage to con bucks, Nick? Because
Let's just say that's the freest 1,000 con bucks, and Chase just
And
lost his
this-
mortgage.
In this economy, the con buck is strong.
Yeah, we're
Okay?
pretty good with the
Like,
con
it's a
bucks right
stable
It's
coin,
really not-
guys. It's a stable coin. It's based
it
on the
might
price
as
of
well-
Arizona iced tea.
Yes.
now. All right, ladies and gentlemen.
It's not touched by inflation.
Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. Once again, we will be reacting.
FTX was not trading in con bucks, guys.
We will be reacting to the Game
all I'm
Awards
gonna say.
December 8th. We will be suited and booted. We will be doing TikToks and our nominations, predictions, and our other predictions of things that could possibly hit. Connor, you want to give a tease real quick of one of your predictions right now, just before we close it out?
Gee, you're really putting me on the spot. Resident Evil 4 gameplay, more of it.
Okay, I'll throw one out there. Blue Point's gonna show up. Blue Point's gonna show up. It's fucking
Oh,
time.
that's a great one.
It's fucking time. All right. Till next time, we'll see you. Enjoy the Game Awards December 8th. Have a fun time. Get a big soda. We salute you. Peace out.